two lilies, a pink one and a white one. It looks like the white ones are turning pink. That's interesting. But gorgeous. Took a couple stills of that. Oh my goodness. Well, what was on the news this morning? Water, nukes, and Russia, Russia, Russia. Oh my God. I knew the son of the trade minister of Nigeria, Ogarbo, and he also his was that his cousin? I met once too in a different place, and it was funny because I never knew them together, but we were talking about him and said, "Oh, you know my cousin?" That was weird. But in Nigeria now, the water, you know, what, 40% of the people don't have access to clean water. So there's 3 companies that want to come in. The good, the bad, and the ugly. No, actually, the bad, the ugly, and the uglier. Veolia, the water company, the French water company, that was the one that it was responsible for the Flint, Michigan water. And then Abigola, the one that Bolivia was having such a good time with, the privatizing of their water. And the other one is Matito, the one that's responsible for the Dakota access, the Dakota pipeline. I mean, our world is fucked up. We're in trouble. And it's not the second coming. It's the end of the species. No one's coming to save us. Not the aliens. Not Jesus. It's over. You can grasp at all the straws you want, but the end. This is the end of the human race. I don't know if we'll see it in my lifetime, but those of you that are half my age, yeah, you better get on your knees and ask someone for help. If you think that will help, it ain't gonna help. Ask all the other species that humans have caused to go extinct. We'll just be another, you know, we may piss and moan more than the white rhino, but doesn't matter. Gone. From whiskey and cocaine. Huh, Jasper? A stupid old Bush. And then Obama gets, you know, says he's going to stop nukes and gets the Nobel Peace Prize, and as he leaves, he's getting $1 trillion to up the nuke arsenal. You know, it's like, Jasper, what was that? Come here, Jasper. Goofball. And now, you know, and he was a Democrat, and now Trump wants to improve and upgrade the nuclear, because, like, we can't kill the world enough times already and everybody on it. It's just insane. But the planet's going to be okay. Don't worry about the planet, because when we nuke ourselves all in the kingdom come, it'll cause a nuclear winter. And what will happen with a nuclear winter? All the glaciers will return. Because for 3 years it'll be a frozen planet. The freezer will kick in again. And it'll thaw and all start over again. But no one's going to be buried underground for 300 years while this takes place. Because unfortunately for humans, if you go underground with other humans, you'll have the same problem underground. Because humans are too stupid to get out of their own way. That's unbelievable. Even in the religious sects and cults also. You go to any church, there is caca between parishioners or churchgoers. You know, there's gossip, there's people talking about other people. It's, you know, The public persona is one thing. The reality is much different. And if Christianity is so good and all the Christian marriages are so good, how come 65% of them also end in divorce? So it's all BS. I got news for it. There's one guy, somebody there's a guy, Richie in Boston, on YouTube, and he's such a phobic hater. It's insane. He's saying that the government is turning the whole country gay. I mean, this guy is really he's got to be a closet big time homo. He looks like a bull dyke. Anyway, he says because they're putting stuff in the water, that's why you see all these gay people out and everybody's trans. No, stupid. People have always been that way. They're just feeling more comfortable and they won't get killed for being different. What a bunch of idiot morons they are. I mean, that's why I say there's no hope. There is no hope for the country. There's no hope for the world. There's too many stupid people on it. And Richie, you are as dumb as a rock. What do these Christians say about the poor children that are born with ambiguous genitalia? What do they say? Just toss them in the coals? I mean, like, you know, what happens when they come out intersexed or hermaphrodite? Now, what are you going to do? Lop off one to suit whatever you decided that you wanted to have, a boy or a girl, so you'll take away the opposite? You know, they're idiots, and they have no answers for that, you know. They have no answers for it because they don't know anything about it. And the many combinations of the chromosomes that make humans different from each other. They don't come out black and white, male and female. They do come out stupid. Stupid and ignorant. Oh my God. These people need to get educated before they make YouTube videos of things they have no clue about. It's unbelievable. And using the Bible as their only reference book, which is not a reference book. It's a fiction. It goes under fiction, not science or reference. Because it's all hearsay. You know? Where has ever a miracle been tested by trial and error method? Or any other method? There is no methodology in supposed miracles because they're not real. You can't study a miracle because you can't reproduce them. Oh, but that's why they're miracles. The innocence of ignorance is you know, but that's what they preach to them, to be like a child, be amazed and wide-eyed, innocent, stupid blissfulness. No, wake up, smell the coffee. In my case, the cocoa. Thank you very much. But, you know, we don't have enough nukes to kill ourselves, so we need to upgrade it. You know, all the countries in the world signed the nuclear ratification thing, except for the 9 countries that have nukes. None of them showed up to the conference. Even though Obama got a Nobel Peace Prize for saying he sees a nuclear-free world. So what's the total opposite of a nuclear-free world? More nukes. We are in Orwellian times. Whatever the leaders tell you, it's exactly the opposite. Okay? It's mirror opposite of what they say on public forums. Whatever the Trump dog says, you can be sure, you can put your money on, you can go to the stock market and invest in the opposite coming true, and you'll get rich if you're into that economic multiplication thing. And you know, if you're really into wanting to be rich, go invest in Teledyne and Raytheon and all them other, you know, GE and all those military industrial complex companies that are raking in the dough in these war-filled world. Apocalypse is not going to be by God's doing. It'll be because man is stupid. And it's not because he didn't turn to the Lord. It's because he did turn to the Lord. It's what keeps people stupid, fighting wars because of their gods. It's because he didn't turn to reason. They have a brain, they didn't use it. So, you know, you don't just use it or lose it. We didn't deserve to have it, obviously. Because we made gods and churches and religions and borders and decided to kill each other because ours were different than yours. I mean, you know, have a world full of adults that never learned to share as children. That's it in a nutshell. You have a bunch of greedy, selfish, self-righteous individuals, holier than thou, that never learned, you know, the Christians who preach the Word of God, except for all faggots will be killed. That's what this stupid lady is saying on this Boston guy's thing, you know, and she's giving me quotes in the Bible. I'm going, you are a sick puppy. You realize that Jesus said love everybody, but you're pulling parts out of some stupid book? Jesus is going to come back and stick that book up your old collie. I mean, how stupid are you to say, you know, it also says in that Bible that those who take apart and add to it and interpret it in a hateful way will, you know, meet their own hell. So it's really stupid for people to go by a Bible, half of a Bible, because the first half they don't even use anymore. You know, the violent part where they're putting people on, you know, sacrificing people on altars and stoning, and you know, the history of Christianity is a bloody bloodbath. And I guarantee you, if there is a Christ Jesus, he is going to come back and smite out the Christians first for taking his name and using it as an excuse to kill and maim and rape and do all the things that the Crusaders did and the Inquisition did, and the idiots who in the beginning of this country were burning witches did, and the blowing up of abortionists' office, and all the stupid things that Christians have done throughout history. I guarantee you, if Jesus comes back, the Christians are going first. And they ain't going where they think they're going. They're going up in that mushroom cloud. Yeah, I cannot tell you. Richie in Boston. And he's a typical, you know, macho, chauvinist, sexist, racist, homophobic. You know, he Trumped hard. You know, I'm sure he voted for Trump. And probably thinks that Trump is God's man in the office, right? A lot of these idiots believe that, you know, because Trump said he's a Christian or something, that he's doing the work of God. Oh my God. Oh, how blind these people are. How uneducated these people are. That's what it is. Lack of education. There's no such thing as too much education, but there's a whole lot to be said for lack of it. Nobody ever got broken from having too much education. Onyx. Unfortunately, they don't elect professors into political positions. You just like to walk back and forth, huh? Grandmother, grandmother. I mean, think of the country we'd have if Jill Stein was the president. like the homeless would probably be looked after. The roads and bridges might have been having, you know, military budget cut in half. The rest of the world could have a sigh of relief. You know, I mean, it's going in the wrong direction fast. Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke ain't gonna be about the Pakalolo smoke. It's gonna be about the mushroom cloud. Well, there was one thing I was commenting on somebody else's video, because I watch other stuff in other video too. But I think it was a Big Island thing, and someone was mentioning something, and I clip pasted the 100 taxes that Americans, you know, will or could experience in their lifetime. I'll have to add that on here. Taxes. I don't know if I did that before. And this will be the number 31. Wake and Bake number 30 is loading up right now. Wow, no wonder the one yesterday took so darn long. Oh, and I didn't check this one's fine 720. So I'm going to delete this. Not delete this. Okay. Since we're on the flour, I'm going to stop this and come back. All right, zircon. Okay, I just changed it to VGA. Okay, get out of my face, and no, you cannot take... Hi, good morning. Good morning. Yes, I love you. You stink like a dog. You want a bath today? You want to take a shower? Want to take a shower? No! Get your nose away from my cocoa. Get! Don't sneeze on me. Phew! All right, big nose. Yeah, there you go. So we got you two. So I switched this to VGA as opposed to being fine. Because if it's staring straight at something like this, then it doesn't need to refocus or, you know, but we'll go closer for true test, and I just have to remember to switch it to VGA so it'll load up faster. I'm assuming the one that I'm loading up now, I think was still, I didn't change to VGA until I talked to Scott yesterday afternoon, so I think tomorrow, last night, is in VGA, so that will be the test on how fast it uploads. Little by little, we will work it out. I'll guarantee it. And those who haven't emailed for look at the artwork, the video's been up. It's been shared. A few of you have subscribed to the other channel. So, yeah, in order to check out that stuff, you have to be paying attention, because there's little bits of information all through each video. You never know when it's going to pop into my head, and you're going to have to get that bit. So email me if you want to see the artwork. Because I can't remember through all these comments who is and who isn't. In fact, when you email me, make sure you put down who you are on the YouTube. You know, what your name is, because, like, you know, the peanut is Ken, and you gotta have, I have to write this down on a paper somewhere so I have who's who. You guys can try to confuse me. Like, I don't have enough things to think about. So constant reminding me of who you are is not a bad thing. It's not. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to have to cut this short in 15 minutes at the longest, because Vladimir's coming over in a little bit to pick up that transmission, take it up to Randy. Yeah, I gotta get dressed because I'm still lounging around. Oh, because it's don't want to get off to a quick start and burn out early. Got to ease into it. So if this VGA is just as clear as the the other one, then I guess we'll switch. I've got to make a edge for that edge right there. I mean, I'd love for it to be in wood, but it would rot out so fast. And I'm really, you know, against kind of having like a shiny metal thing there. Oh, what I should have done was put a tile bullnose cap. That would have been great. You know, I could do that when I redo it. I could do that. Yeah. But today, after the transmission, then we're going to do a little cleanup here, and then we got to let the animals out. Let the animals out, feed the other animal. Oh, I got to call a real estate lady, and oh my God, unbelievable. Something else those people did when they came and left. They didn't lock the gate. Dummies. So she's got to give me the combination so I can go lock it, or either that or she needs to put a lock with a key, but they don't do that. Real estate agents always put lock boxes. And they don't even show the people. I gotta let them know they have to escort people onto that property. You have people just walking around over there going to fall in a hole. I mean, there's literally pukas over there that they'll walk through some bushes and they're going to drop off a cliff. Or sink in a hole, you know. Or sink in a foot of mud. There's a couple places that, like quicksand. Luckily it only goes down 12 inches, but you'll lose a shoe in there quick, or a slipper. So yeah, religion and nuclear weapons go hand in hand. It's a Christian nation that's leading the way. How about that, huh? Christian nation. What a joke. I mean, how audacious to assume that a country that was founded by people who escaped religious oppression would come to another country and oppress others for their beliefs. And that's, you know, there's a whole lot of people on the internet about, you know, praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. Yeah, and showing Jesus with a, you know, an assault weapon. God, what about a total bastardization of an original thought, huh? To love your neighbor as yourself, and then shoot them because they're different than you and they believe in something else that you don't believe in. They ain't bugging you. It's just that you don't like the way they look, or they got purple hair. So, yeah. The righteous are the ones that become the evil. And I know there's Christians listening. You guys are probably recording me to take to church and go, listen to this guy. Oh, but you can't give me a scripture. You remember, my dad was a Baptist minister, and I was an altar boy. So you know the Christian thing. From either side of the you know, remember in Ireland, the Christians were killing, I mean, the Christians were killing each other, the Protestants against the Catholics. Hello, they both believe in the same Jesus, yet they're killing each other and blowing each other up. So, there's enough said about Christians, because the Protestants, you know, believe in the Bible, and the Catholics believe in, I don't know what, their own Catholic missal. Because I don't remember a Bible in Catholic Church. And that's all the Baptists do, is walk around with a book. What a small mind to base your whole life on one book. Like, you know, you walk into a library, arbitrarily take a book off the shelf, and base your life on it. Essentially, it's the same thing. As long as you're in the fiction department. Because if you actually were in the reference aisle, you might have a good basis to base something on. You know, logic and critical thinking. God forbid. And actually, God forbids you to have logic and critical thinking. He wants you to believe a fairy tale. Pie in the sky, who will, if you don't do what he says, will throw you into hell, fire and brimstone, but he loves you. And he's going to punish you because he loves you. Or the Catholics got the purgatory. I mean, like, if you're not that bad, you can go fry in purgatory for a little while, but it's okay, because you'll get out and go to heaven someday. You might be the toilet bowl cleaner in heaven when you get there, but hey, someone's got to do it, right? Yeah. Last place I'd want to be after I'm dead is going to heaven with all these Christians, these haters, racist, homophobic, misogynist. You know, unbelievable. You know, another guy is, religions are made predominantly to subjugate women, keep them barefoot and pregnant and not equal to men. So, I have somebody arguing, no, it's the other way around. Marriage is to subjugate men to women. Yeah, right. When was the last time you saw a woman go in and force herself sexually on a man in a wedding? Oh, sorry, honey, I'm not tonight, dear. I have a headache. Punk, roll over and get that thing up. I mean, that's how Orwellian, upside down world we're in. Is people think that women subjugate men. Now there may be some women that can subjugate some weak-minded, thinking through their little brain men, you know, like Jim Baker and every cheating Christian husband that ever, you know, checked into a motel with a hooker. 'Cause I was weak in spirit. Oh, she was so hot. Shit. All the excuses in the world. You know, I can't stand cheaters. If you're a cheater, you know, you're a liar. And if you lie, you cheat, you steal, and if you steal, you kill. So it's you know, it's a slippery slope. And you know, one of the biggest motives for murder is the jealous spouse, or the, you know, the getting of one spouse out of the way so he can have their money, his or her money. So the lover, you know, conspires with the cheater to, you know, cheating, sex, money, ball of wax. And it doesn't matter if you're Christian or not. My sister's a Jesus freak, and, you know, she hooked up with Carlos Trujillo from Caracas, Venezuela. Very Catholic down there, but he's a cocaine importer. Jesus. I mean, you know, the mafia is really religious Catholic, you know, and you know, Stations of the Cross and all that stuff. I mean, the mafia and the Pope, come on. There's not a group of Christians I've ever met that doesn't have the same issues as people that have no religion at all. You know, they have kids with problems, they have parents with problems, they got their own problems, and no matter how much praying they do, they still got the problems that everybody else has. You know. The only way that you have a gravy road is if you're born into wealth. And that doesn't guarantee you anything either, because then you're raised not knowing the value of anything, and you're usually a pretty, you know, asinine fucktard. But hey, remember, it's okay, because the meek will inherit the earth. I don't know how that's going to happen. Maybe all the rich will get on a starship to Mars and fry along the way, and then we'll all be back here going, okay, see ya. Oh, feels good to rant in the morning. Look at those beautiful flowers. Wake and bake. Actually, I'm so happy that I look at what's going on in the world in the morning. Now, not as much now that I'm coming out in here and ranting, because it only takes me a half hour of it to remind me of what it is. It doesn't matter if it's on RT or Amy Goodman or anybody. It's the same. It's more of the same message. Things aren't getting better. They're worse. There's more surveillance. There's more shit. There's more people getting killed. There's more bombs being dropped. There's more skirmishes happening. There's more fight over water and food and shelter and medical. It's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. So if you're not self-resourceful, you better start getting there. I'm telling you. And it ain't having the bigger, better gun. It's having a connection to the soil. And hopefully not polluted. So, I wouldn't be looking for any soil in North Dakota or anywhere near the pipelines. And not just that pipeline. There are pipelines all over the country crisscrossing it like a spider web. That's nothing. Pull up a Google map of all the nuclear plants in the United States and give yourself a 500-mile radius around any one of them and see what you got left. If you got a corner anywhere on the contiguous 48 that is not within a 500-mile radius of a nuclear plant, tell me about it. And then, if that spot you don't have to pay for heating 6 months out of the year, tell me about it. Because I'm sure they got you covered by one radius or another. Google it. Blow you away. That's why I'm over here. There's no nuclear plants in Hawaii. There's no nuclear dumps. There's no oil refineries. No pipelines. Heck, there's not even a sewer line or a water line. You know, you get your water from the sky, and it's pretty basic. You get your heat from the sun, and it doesn't get cold in the winter enough that you need to heat your house. That's about as basic as it gets. And if you got those basics covered, the rest is gravy. You know, all you need is get something to eat every day, and you're good. All the rest is gravy and aggravation. Alright, well, 1920, we got on here. I'm going to let it go to 20 minutes, and my cocoa's done anyway. So, thank you for listening. If you like to donate to keep these rants going, the information's in the thing. And thank you to those that are so generously doing what you're doing. And I can't wait to see if another computer really brings this up. Then once I get a decent camera, we'll be like almost like you know, a really kind of professional thing. If I can get the voice recorder to happen. Eventually all the parts will, you know, come together. And then those of you in the art studio will be watching the 2-hour-long art demonstrations. Yesterday's Wake and Bake was 1.5 hours, right? Wonder how many are going to watch that all the way through the chainsaw noise. Yeah. Hoo-wee-ho. Well, I tell you. Oh, look, we got the goat sitting right there next to Smokey. And Smokey's in his house right behind him. Well, that's the hoof with the paw, but you gotta understand that hoof has some horns. And she's older, and she's not afraid of that puppy. Isn't that right, Nutmeg? Nutmeg! Nutmeg, what are you doing? There's the big red over there. Where is she? There she is. Hey Jasper, come on. You coming out? Oh, look, the orchid fell in the bird bath. Good catch. And that's the new bud there, and the old bud's laying down. Oh, my aching back. I should have let Vladimir pick up that transmission by himself. Oh, Jasper, I pulled my back out. A little bit, not bad. Could be worse. It's been worse. But still, it's not feeling good. Sort of takes it for today. You know what I'm saying, buddy? Come over here, Jasper. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Atta boy. Lay down here. Come on. Your tail's still in the camera. Tail bomb. Cannon bomb. Tail bomb. Tail bomb. You silly dog. Come on, lay down here. Don't knock the table. Hey, I trimmed Onyx's nails. Yours look like you need another trim too. So anyway, things are looking like they're gonna come together pretty good here soon. And lots of you guys have been emailing me and getting the link to the other channel. That video is unlisted of the history of my artwork slash work slash stuff, and that channel is where I'm going to be posting for you folks. You know who you are. The ones that communicate. Not the lurkers and the trolls, of which I probably have more of than not. And nor do I care. So we got some planting to do today, and not until the sun is hiding behind the trees this evening. So I'm going to take a nice long rest while the last night's talk story loads up. Coming down on the quality seems to make everything load up faster, so that's what we're going to try that for a few days and see if the quality is noticeable. I mean, a lot of you people are watching it on phones and pads and laptops, and I'm watching it on a 60-inch. So if it looks okay to me on a 60-inch, then it's okay on those smaller things. And I noticed Scott doing that too. And on his dog walks, I noticed the foliage not as sharp as it has been, but that's not that important unless he's doing a slow close-up of the flowers like he did the anthuriums and like I did flowers. So it's separating, using the high resolution for photographs and the lower resolution for video, especially these ones where you don't even move the camera. And the only thing that's moving is the occasional fish. So, working out the technology issues. And, I forget what's his name? Cox, I think? Talking about converting my truck to electric vehicle. Nah, never gonna happen. I don't want my... You know, there's a commercial that says, when you get in your car and turn it on, does it return the favor? Yes. When you get in a Chevy with a V8 and turn it on, and it goes, vroom, that returns the favor. If you get in a car and you don't hear anything because it sounds the same running or not, that alone is an awfully dangerous thing. I mean, you can leave the car running and not even know it because it's so quiet that, you know, it's just... I don't want to drive a sewing machine. Goat, are you rubbing on the Smokey's bed? That's a nice rub, huh? Yeah. I bet you wish you could get up on that platform, huh? Well, let's don't push it, okay? Smokey's being pretty hospitable. Neighbors are mowing their lawns. It's the weekend. People do that on weekends because they work all week. I usually mow mine on like a Tuesday morning. Or I don't have a usual mowing day. It's like whenever I feel like it, or whenever it looks too long. Weekends, chopper flights, tourists coming to see nothing. I would think the helicopters would like die down because unless these people booked them months in advance and there's no refund, like other guy with the lava boat, no refund. Move your feet, you lose your seat, you don't get a refund. No extra ride on a follow-up ride. Those people won't last, I'm telling you. They won't last. There was a guy that sold these mahogany French doors I have on the back of the house here. I got them one pair at a time. First pair was three and a quarter. Second pair, they jumped to $3.75, 25 bucks a door. The next time I went to get the third pair, they were up to 4 and a quarter. And I told the guy, you keep raising your prices like this, when the bottom falls out of this housing market, so is the bottom going to fall out of your business, because no one's going to be over here buying these doors at these prices that you keep going up with the same rate of cost of houses. It's not going to happen. And then when I got the last set of doors for the studio that were not 9 pane but single pane, I'm not sure if he had ran out of the 9 pane or I just wanted bigger windows. I don't remember. But he no longer, that was the last set. I mean, after that, he was out of business. Just like I told him he was gonna. If people get greedy, that's what happens. If they keep a steady thing going, then, you know, people get to know it and it becomes a continuous resource. But if you're in just trying to make a quick buck, you know, a lot of these contractors ate it on the building. Greedy people always eat it. And they crash and burn the hardest too. Oh boy. I feel sorry for the people that sunk all their money into Leilani Estates and didn't, you know, didn't research around. Oh, I don't know if it's premature to mention, but offer's been made on the lots next door. It is a weekend. We won't know until, you know, next week if it's accepted. Wouldn't that be something? And just because of this channel. But the seller and the real estate agent ain't gonna kick nothing down, I'm sure. So I don't know if she was, you know, if she had any dignity, or she'd do the right thing. But I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. And that's too bad, because I could have bought a pond liner and electric gate and something else. So that was pretty disappointing when she burned me. Oh, Jasper, I think it's nap time. Yeah. Boy, 30 years ago, I'd take a nap in the sun. I'd oil myself down, and I'd be out in the afternoon sun just getting brown and brown. And that's why I got a million freckles now. I look like you, Jasper. We spotted, buddy. Yeah, we spotted. Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy. Yeah. Yeah. Flies all over us, huh? He's laying down between my legs, got his head up on my knee. Oh, good baby. Are you comfortable? No, you got flies on your butt. Okay. Well, I'm going in the house too because there's no flies in the house. Alright, see you guys later. We are recording now. So just to let everybody know, I got Scott on the phone.
You're recording now?
Yeah. So you're doing another phone bomb.
Yeah, but that's not good because this is, well, it's not set up. Well, maybe it is, but...
What set up? Yeah, I'm talking.
Thing.
Yeah, it is. I'm talking and you're on the phone. That's the bomb.
I feel very uncomfortable. Very vulnerable.
You're not even here. Here, I'll show them a picture of the phone. I don't have a picture phone, so you can't be seen.
That's a very good thing.
Yeah.
I still don't know what you look like. You don't know what I look like. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, right. But I think it was the peanut that described me. The only thing he got right was the height. I don't have an eight piece washboard stomach.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, I said like he was describing the Nordic, the Norwegian Fabio. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I wonder if Fabio will ever go gray.
I don't know. I haven't seen him for 20 years.
Yeah, people that are all weightlifters and stuff when they get old turns to flab, and they're no longer.
I was just gonna ask, don't they all turn like flabby and?
Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he gets trussed up and stuff when he still does movies, and they put a corset on him so he doesn't have that gut fall out. And a lot of doubles. They got lots of doubles. Stand-ins.
Oh man.
All right, well I'm gonna go next door and
maybe I'll go have a spam sandwich.
yeah, spam sandwich. All right.
Yummy.
All right. We'll put avocado on it.
We'll have to do that.
That'll sort of make it. That'll sort of like balance it out.
Then you'll be fine with that if I have avocado on
Hey,
spam.
I think you'll start something. Have never heard of spam and avocado toast. It kind of defeats the purpose of the avocado toast, but yeah, do it thinly.
I'll gather up arrows for you.
Do it thinly sliced, and yeah, I think you'll like it. Avocado spam.
Can't wait to try it.
All right,
I'll give you a full report.
And cheese too.
Cheese too.
Okay.
All right, man, talk to you later.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
And that was Scott. Now I got to go get the combination. I'll be right back.